Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of my patch notes review. And today we're going to be doing a patch 6.14. Like flat out, big patch right here. The first one we have is Rise, which I'm going to cover in another video because I think it's a really big change to Rise himself along with the splash art. And they don't really have it here, so I think it would be better if I explained it in another video on its own. The next one we have here is Leona. Leona here has a change in her passive, so it goes with less damage with her passive. Her Q has less damage, but the cooldown is lower, and the bonus range is up low, so kind of a swap, I guess. Her W does less damage, and her E root duration is now higher, and her R, the damage is down, but then after using Solar Flare, her ultimate, she gains, I think that's a passive skill or the active, 5 seconds, and during that time she gains like bonus 100 range, deals extra damage per AP, and applies Sunlight, which is the passive, so extra damage, so you deal like way more damage. Next one we have is Sona. Sona. The aura range, the aura radius is now higher. That's kind of better. Her R crescendo now reduces Sonya basic attack AP ability cooldowns. And then just decreases almost everything. So CDR is now reduced from 8. So it's like a little bit of a nerf. Has cooldown reduced from 8 seconds to 6.4. No, I mean not a nerf, but a buff for all her other ones. Like, so basically by using her R, you get all of these back really quickly. So if you spam your skills, like you're just gonna spam Q, W, E, and then you're just gonna alt, you get your cooldown back. Okay, so passive now, power chords. You deal more damage. You get damage reduction is higher, and killing them now shrinks the target for the duration of the debuff. Okay, that's kind of like Lulu and the polymorph. And also you gain 4% per 100 AP. I'm a bit sick, so yeah. Damage on the other hand for her Q is now down. Finally, I hate that Q so much. Just like, it's annoying playing like tank champ and you're just being poked out, but then you can't really do anything about it as a tank support. Next is W. The heal is up. The heal ratio is also up. The shield is down. Obviously, since the heal goes up, they have to balance that. But the shield ratio is now higher. And they removed the passive, I think. So next one is E. And so it's the movement speed, I think. So it gains non-decaying movement speed for 3 seconds. And also gains 6% per 100 AP, and you gain aura movement speed duration is 3 seconds instead of 1.5 now. That's a really big buff to Sona. Next is her Annie, her ultimate Tibbers. They made improvements to Tibbers, so if Tibbers target enters Fog's Void, Tibbers now continue pathing to the target's last known location rather than stopping. So basically it follows you right into the Fog of War. And then Tibber no longer forgets how to attack its crowd. Oh, I saw if he's CC'd, he still attacks. Also, he can't be ordered to attack inhibitors or the Nexus, though he sometimes is. So basically, you could just force them to attack the Nexus or inhibitors now, because they fixed the bug, and also fixed the bug where Tibbers would fail to go berserk if Annie gave him a command at the moment she died. So, okay. Next one here is Azir. His W, Arise, cross numbers is now 50, 52, all the way to 170, but a little bit less scaling until you hit like where it used to be right here, where it used to be like 110 to 120. and it's like increasing by 5 each time, and then 130 to 125. So 110 to 130, 125 to 140, and just jumps from 155 to 170 flat out. So now Fiora, her passive gives her more heal, and her Q scaling increases at early level. So I mean, she was really good until they nerfed her, and now they're like semi-buffing her again. Next one is Alauya. They should just like nerf the shit out of her. But so basically, tentacle indicators are now more accurate when displaying areas they're going to slam. I don't really care about that. They should just nerf the damage. Yeah, I just don't like leaning against Alauya at all. Next one we have here is Lee Sin. So basically, his W, the shield amount is now a bit higher. Next one we have here is Lux. Of course, her passive, she gains more damage, and her Q, Light Binding, does less damage, but then, does more damage with passive. So if you land your Q, you're going to definitely deal much more damage. Next one we have here is Malzahar. Movement speed is down, and basic attack range is down also. Malzahar is, like, really stupid. Dumb champion. I still ban it, even though it's not, like... Malzahar is a champion that, like, stops damage from happening. That kind of stuff, so it kind of zones out the damage dealer. Or you could use it on tank to chunk down its health. But Malzahar is still pretty OP with his CC shield. A spell shield that lasts for like forever. But yeah, it's not really played that much because you do need skill to play that. To CS well and everything. Next one we have here is Poppy. I haven't seen Poppy in a while. So first, her passive now has a lower cooldown at early stages of the game. Damage is now down, but the shield amount I think is up, through 1, 7, and 13 levels. Her W gives her more bonus movement speed now. Next one is Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is a girl, actually, so her W, Burrow, is now Tremor Sense refresh per target is now cooldown is 1.5 seconds, and Tremor Sense won't alert Rek'Sai if the enemy is minorly moving to modify their facing. So, yeah, I think, kind of. So it's like, if the enemy is minorly moving to modify their facing, they're not really moving, so Tremor Sense shouldn't really get that. Next one we have is Thalia. Big champion, played in LCS, still love it. But W is, the CDR is up, and then Thalia is no longer locked up from casting other spells for 0.55 seconds. So you could easily cast better. And then cast to place, recast to direct. So vector casting, kind of like the Equalize from Rumble, that's what they're telling us about, so you have more of a chance. Her E, on the other hand, now has fall-off damage, 15% ledge damage than the last one detonating on the same target, so not as much damage, but still pretty good. Victor, passive, so his Hextech cores are now... so basically all the combined cost is the same, but then for the MK1 it's up, but with the upgrade cost it's down. Next one we have here is Yasuo. They fixed the bug, Yasuo mains are people too, kind of. Yasuo mains are like, they're either really good at what they play, which means playing Yasuo, or they just horrible, or they're just like completely bad at Yasuo. And Yasuo isn't like that. You could play it in solo queue, but then you're just gonna get a lot of flame for playing Yasuo also. I mean, because Yasuo is a really like on and off champion for most people. Next one we have here is now from champions we're gonna go into Drakes. So Cloud Drakes, now they finally buff Cloud Drake. They give you more out of combat movement speed, so if you're a Hecarim main, you should be super happy about upping the Cloud Drake. Yep, upping the Cloud Drake. I think it's a complete waste though. The movement speed, unless you're playing scaling movement speed champs, like Hecarim and some other ones, or if you just need the movement speed, like Cassiopeia, You can't buy boots, even though you already get your movement speed. Now you get more movement speed. Next one we have here is the Twisted Tree Line, which is the 3v3, I think. So jungle rewards. Let's see, golems, they have more health. The experience is lower. Gold is up, and the gold is down for the little golems. Wolves, on the other hand, has more health. Experience is down. Giant wolf gold is up, but the lesser wolf is a little bit down. The rafts, the health is up, experience is down, and the gold is up though. Outer turrets, armor is up, magic resist is up, and the recommended items have been updated now. Removed items, they removed the Sanguine Blade, so they removed it. They just removed it. Let's see, they also removed Overlord's Blood Mail. So yeah, they're melding. Let's see, they're merging Dervius Blade and Overlord's Blood Mail. They also removed the Wicked Hatchet, and they put Lord Van Dam's Pillager, I think. No, they just removed Dervius Blade, Overlord's Blood Mail, Lord Van Dam's Pillager, and Wicked Hatchet. Next one here is the BF Sword, so it's basically BF Sword's upgrades no longer exist on the Twisted Tree Line. Okay, so you don't play 80 carries anymore. So BF Sword, Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver, Bloodthirster, and the Duskblade are no longer in the Twisted Tree Line, but they are still on. No, they are now on Twisted Tree Line. My bad, I read that wrong. Alright, next is Thornmails. They put Thornmails into Twisted Tree Line. Merciful Scimitar, they also put that on, and Warmog's Armor, they also put that on too. They basically just took out all these 5, and they just replaced it with the BF Sword, Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver, Bloodthirster, Duskblade, which all build off the BF Sword. They put in the Thornmail, the Scimitar, and Warmog's Armor. Next one here is the cooldown pings. Now, the ping icons, so basically abilities, remaining abilities, you could see, you're just like, let's see, you're like, how much more time, I think, and that's also one of them. Let's see, let's read this. Abilities, remaining cooldowns are resource warning, summoner spells, major items, vision items, and health bars, and resource. They give you percentages, and they give a ping. You can also click on jungle timers in the tab menu to put them in chat. See, you don't have to ping them, you just have to click them. That's great. They're making League a more team-based game, and people are now going to be more wary about people's pings, and they don't be like bronze solo queue and just engage for no reason. A champion mastery, on the other hand, let's see, support grades. So right here, this is retarded, like flat out, I have to call that out. They finally gonna pick it, so because I played Thresh games, right? As I got S because I sniped people kills. I played Alistar. I didn't snipe people's kills. I got A+. I got Bs. So the retuning system, so support grades now better reflect relative performance in the role. Support grades specifically weigh assist equals to kills, leaving one fewer excuse for bloodthirsty faction knights. Finally. Because I get like over 20 assists in one game. I'm level like 17, everybody else 18. I'm support. I'm like, okay, I've died so many times to make the good engage. We won the game. I checked this thing. I'm like, I am 0-1 at like 23. And what do I get? I get like this A+. And I feel like super pissed. But now they finally fixed it. They're gonna finally weigh my assist equals to kills. Finally, I'm getting my S. Okay. I'm finally getting my chest too. Nexus Siege, on the other hand, it's coming to rotation game mode, so that's finally better. Bug fixes and the new upcoming skins: Pool Party Fiora, Pool Party Misfortune, MF, and Pool Party Tarek, which looks gay as hell. Like, no offense, but it just looks ridiculous. But yeah, so there's gonna be another episode where I do the Rise. We'll run down through what the Rise changes and everything. And yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys did, like and subscribe. Thanks. thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy.